Hi everyone, welcome to another video. So today we're gonna talk about loneliness in university. So this is a very awkward conversation to have because loneliness is not nice. In all seriousness, loneliness is not nice, and people say adulthood is, fun. I don't know who says that, but yeah. And in university you'd think, oh, I'm starting uni, so now I'm gonna get all the friends and we're gonna go out, we're gonna go party and blah blah. And that's not entirely true. So when I started university last year, I did make friends. So through like parties and social events and societies and so on. But I never found my clique of friends. So you know how you have someone call up and be like, hey, you're going to this lecture, let's sit together and things like that. I don't have that person or group of people. It's not like I'm doing this on purpose. Because why would someone do that on purpose? But it's more like, I don't know, I just haven't found that someone or group of people that I really can relate to and would really check up on each other. And I think right now, as I'm in second year, now is not even the time to look for that group of people, because people already found their group in first year. So second year, they're just moving in with that same group of people. So I don't know. I mean, I have housemates and so on, and we're really good friends. But apart from that, don't really have that selection of friends. I know a lot of people, but I don't have that group to confide in or something. So, but I know I'm not in the same, like, I'm not alone in this. I know that there are persons out there in the same situation as me that don't really have a lot of friends or know a lot of people, but don't have that, frequent group that you always, these are your go-to people that you go out with or you check up on or confide with or whatever. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, in first year it really dawned on me. Like I was like, I don't have that group of people, and sitting in a lecture and you see everyone have that person or that group of people that they're always around, and you're just sitting in a lecture by yourself. So it is kind of sad, but I've gotten used to it now, so it doesn't bother me as much as it did in first year. I mean, I met some really amazing people, and I do go out with people and friends and so on, but I just don't have that clique, if you would like to call it that. So if you're in the same position as me, I'd say don't let it get to you. It's not that serious. It shouldn't be that serious. It shouldn't affect your outlook on life or friendships or anything like that. It's totally normal to be in this position, and I'd say try to contact who you know and see if you can get like a support group, not support group, but try and develop friendships with people that you already know, because yes, you know people, but you don't really know them. So text somebody, be like, hey, you want to go to this party, and take it from there. Just always like catch up with them, get coffee or tea or something, And don't just be like, oh, people don't want to hang out with me, why they didn't invite me to this, why they didn't invite me to that. Be that bigger person. Go with the approach. Be like, let me just message them and see what they're up to and if I can come along. Yes, it can be annoying and awkward when people don't invite you to things, but they got their friends too. They don't need to invite you to everything that they're doing if you're not in their clique. I think that's reasonable. That's all I can say, reasonable. But yeah, I mean, it's different for everyone. Some people have their clique, some people don't. Some people find it hard to make friends. Some people find it easy to make friends. It's situational and individual. So yeah, that's basically all I gotta say on that topic. Maybe third year might be my year. Maybe I might get a uni bestie or something or whatever. I don't know, but that's my situation right now. But thankfully, I have a lot of good close friends from back home in Dominica, so I'm really grateful for that connection. Thank God for internet connection, because I can always message them. Yeah, sorry, I was receiving a call from my mom, so I had to pick up and then the video cut. So yeah, I was saying that thankful for internet connection because I can chat to my friends. If I'm ever feeling down or alone, I can just tell them what's up. The down thing about it is the time difference. So we're 5 hours ahead from Dominica, so sometimes when I'm messaging they're probably sleeping, or when they're talking I'm sleeping, so just have to wait out, I guess. But yeah, so back to what I'm saying. If you are that person that hasn't made friends at all, I would say go to events, go to networking events. There's ones that are not so businessy and more casual like, so just look out for them. Everywhere is different, so probably your area doesn't have that kind of resource, but if it does, then please use it, because people will be like, oh, it's whatever, I don't really need to do this, but yeah, I mean, we all need people, we all need friends, we all need connections, we all need someone to talk to, vent out, whatever, you name it, and we get that level of support and sense of belonging from people. So people really do have an impact in our lives in terms of well-being and in terms of like support and so on. Like with me, I tend to do like a lot of things. So like I got my organization and I do networking and all kinds of things, and sometimes it gets a bit too much for me and I just need to tell someone, like, I feel a bit burnt out and I really want to discuss this with you, so I can just debrief myself kind of thing. So it is very essential, and I think people overlook it sometimes, be like, oh, I can be an island, I don't need people. But no, you always need people, you always need someone. So please don't have that attitude. If you do, throw that mindset away, because that's not the way to live life. You need people, you really do. And kind of like that was my mentality for a good number of months or so. I was like, you know what, people let me down all the time and I'm fed up. I've had enough. I don't want it. I don't want that bad energy. So it's like, no thanks, sorry, bye, take care, nope, don't need it. So I've just been like kind of just exiting the situation each time something happens, but that's not the right approach. So some problems can fix, others can't. If they can, don't be childish about it, just fix it and move on with it. yeah, so not everyone that comes into your life is insignificant. Like, you know what I mean? Some people, they don't just come into your life for lessons. Some of them are meant to be in your life, are meant to stay there, and don't push people away just because that doesn't make any sense. Because you never know how much someone values your friendship and how much you need that person in your life until they're gone. So these are like little things to think about. It's always good to reflect on your friendships, your relationships, and so on, and be like, oh, like, do we have a good friendship? Am I supporting that person enough? Is that person supporting me? You know, is there any gaps in our friendships that we need to solve, or things like that? I think it's really good, because that's how you maintain relationships and you maintain bonds and so on. You problem solve and you talk it out and things like that. Some people, they're not the best communicators, so it can be difficult doing that, but communication is the only route, really. That's the only route, so just gotta find your weaknesses and your strengths and work on them and improve. So yeah, that's all I can really say. Go and make friends. Go and be a good friend. Oh, and if I think it's worth asking yourself, would you be a friend to you? Because sometimes it is you. Like, we'd be like, oh, I'm not the problem. But yeah, you could be the problem. You just could be. So think of, would you be a friend to you? Would someone want to be a friend to you? Would someone want to stay away from you? And why is that? And just work on it. So yeah. So best of luck to everyone. Comment below if you feel that type of loneliness or whatever. And yeah, hope it all works out for you all. That's all I gotta say. Alright then, till next time. Bye.
Baby, you're coming over. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm in the mood today. For you and me, girl, ready up. Let me ready up now. Baby, I realize things just ain't working. I feel like you're searching. When I'm right in front of your eyes, I know I will try to be all you wanted, but my body keep hurting. Girl, I'm thankful for your time, but I can't do the things that you